What about a rational expression or a rational exponent? Can they be negative? Well, sure they can. That shouldn't bother us too much. So let's say we have a to the negative m over n. How do we think about that? Well, remember, if we have a negative exponent, that can be written as 1 over that same stuff, just in a positive form. So then we have 1 over a to the mnth. And if we just had this, there's no negatives, we can still work through and get a sense of what we're doing. So let's look at a couple examples here. Let's say that we have 36 to the negative 1/2. That becomes 1 over 36 to the 1/2. The one's on the top. This is exponent world. We can rewrite that in base world or in a radical world, which is the square root of 36. And that becomes 1 over the square root of 36, which is 1/6. So 36 to the negative 1/2. Deal with the negative first. Then from there, do the translation from exponent world to root world, and then solve. How about 125 to the negative 1/3? Likewise, let's remove the negative first. Again, solving a relatively difficult problem with small steps that we're familiar with, and then see where it goes. So this becomes 1 over 125 to the 1/3. Exponent world, let's put it in root world, which makes it the cube root of 125. And again, that 125 in cube root world pops up all the time, so that becomes a 5. So that reduces down to 1/5. It's kind of weird how a number that begins with a negative and we're reducing it, just simply reducing it or rewriting it, the negative is gone. Kind of an interesting little thought there. 16 to the negative 3/4, I think is what I have. All right, let's rewrite that. Let's write that as 1 over 16 to the positive 3/4. 1 over the 4th root of 16. I'm going to do that first, and then I'm going to cube it. The 4th root of 16, I'm going to run out of room here, folks. Let's just put it down here. That's 1 over 4th root of 16 is a 2. And I'm going to cube that, and then I'm left with 1/8. Last example, 7xy. Let's start over here a little bit more so I don't lose room. 7xy to the negative 4/7. All right, that looks like what I want to deal with. Let's rewrite that as 1 over 7xy to the positive 4/7. And then let's translate from exponent world to root world. This becomes the 7th root of 7xy to the 4th power. And there's no perfect sevenths in 7xy, so that is reduced and simplified from there.